Force be with you.
There'll be no negotiating.
Hello, welcome to Live Action Rebels, the Explosion Network's after-show discussion of each and every episode of Ahsoka. We're talking about the finale today. My name's Don Blight. Joining me live and in person for the first time on Holocron Entries, I think, Ashley Hobler.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here. Excited to be here at the final episode of Ahsoka. This is clearly the end of it all.
Just to clarify quickly before we get into it. So I watched it in a hotel yesterday. We're at PAX, obviously. Where did you watch it before you left, right? Did you watch it on the plane?
I've watched it on the plane.
There we go. Yeah. I was waiting to find out if you rushed to watch it before.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe
On your phone?
No, I've got a tablet, so
Okay.
it's pretty reasonably big. But next time I'll remember to download at the highest quality. I don't think it downloaded. I think it downloaded slightly lower.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't look fantastic, but
who cares? Probably looks better on TV anyway. Sad but true. This week's episode was the one Witch and what? Sorry. This week's episode was the Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. It was directed by Rick Famuyiwa, written by Dave Filoni, of course. The finale of Ahsoka season 1, or I don't know. It could be the last Ahsoka episode, and then they just do another series.
They rebrand it.
They rebrand it. Who knows? What did you think of this week's? Or no, what did you think of the finale?
Unfulfilling.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. It just, last week we talked about all the different points that we felt like they needed to hit. They hit barely any of them. Yeah. I mean, it was fine. Like, I guess we get the resolution of like Thrawn, and he's in the universe again. He's in the Star Wars galaxy. He's an actual credible threat, even though we don't see him be a credible threat at any point. I guess we don't know what's in all the cartons. We don't know. All that kind of stuff. It felt like Dave Filoni didn't realize that everybody would be super invested in what Baylan was doing. This season it was like everybody's going to be so swept up with what Thrawn's doing, and he coming into the universe. It's going to be such a big deal. And everybody, I feel like a lot of us probably were like, yeah, but what's Baylan doing? What's his whole thing? He's just going to stand on Mount Rushmore? Is that what he's doing? He's standing on the statues from Lord of the Rings? Is that what he's doing this year?
I can't believe this episode had like 10 seconds of Baylan and 5 seconds of Shin.
Shin coming in doing a Dune impression of Timothy Chalamet? Or whatever those people do.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out in next year, whatever.
4 or 5 years, whenever they get around to continuing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I gotta be honest. Like, I found it really weird. I've seen a lot. Like, I scrolled through Twitter before, and I just saw Arjun gave episode 9, and I can't. I was like, in what world is that episode TV?
I mean, I can understand. Like, some people, they'll be like, they gave me lightsabers. They gave me sword fights. There was blasters. Dylan, there was zombie stormtroopers. And apparently that was cool for people. For me, I'm thinking that's not scary at all because they can't bite you.
If they can't shoot properly, how are they going to bite properly,
I know the joke is in Star Wars they can't shoot at anything. They had a stationary ship.
And they still missed.
Although, to be fair, in those shooters, you do shoot several times before you actually get to it. But yes.
I feel like the episode is, if all you want out of Star Wars is cool lightsaber stuff, there you go. There's Ahsoka season for you, But like the most interesting stuff, as we've mentioned several times now, was like Baylan and him standing on top of so the statues of the father, the daughter, and the son. He's standing on the statue of the Mortis gods, which is one of the wildest things that's ever been put.
Okay, so it was an actual thing that he was standing on.
Yeah, 100% the Mortis gods, which, like, there's not enough time, and I can't be bothered. Like, and also, we don't fully understand. So the Mortis gods are literally a 3-episode arc from the Clone Wars where Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin hear a distress signal for like a Jedi and help. They head out to this place, and they get sucked into this other galaxy, basically, where these 3 gods, quote unquote, live, the Mortis gods. Ahsoka dies, like full on dies in this episode. The daughter then gives her life force to bring her back to life. And the daughter's symbol or whatever was the convor bird, which then sort of every time it's around, it's sort of like the daughter's following Ahsoka. It's sort of like the daughter was the light side. Then you've got the brother, which is like the dark side dude. And he shows Anakin a vision of himself becoming Darth Vader. And then the father's sort of the, I don't know, you're like keeping the balance between the two sides. And the statue that he's standing on of the father, next to it is a statue of the daughter which has fallen down, which makes sense because she sort of gave her life to bring Ahsoka back to life. And then you've got a picture of the son there as well. Now, all of that is super interesting and intriguing for anyone who cares about Star Wars. It's also some of the wildest shit that's ever been thrown into the Star Wars universe. It's also known in history as, it's not something that Dave Filoni actually came up with. It's something that it was a George Lucas idea. This was a George Lucas, Mortis Gods, I'm doing that sort of thing. Of course, like, because George Lucas was still involved with Clone Wars series. People often forget that he was there. He like had all these ideas and whatever else. Like he was still heavily involved in Star Wars at the time. Mortis Gods was one of those ideas. So that was probably the most interesting part of the episode for me. Like when they showed that shot of Ray Stevenson, Balin standing there, I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking cool. I don't know what this means, but I'm like, yes, please. Like, let's do this. And then knowing that, like, that's all I got, like the cuts away, and then like the episode ends.
And for like 90% of the audience, it's going to mean nothing.
Yeah, for 9% of the audience, it's going to mean nothing. And then also, it's just really annoying that for even if you're 9% of the audience, it means nothing to you. You're also like invested in this new character because he's been consistently the best actor on screen in Ray Stevenson. He's been consistently the most interesting presence in every scene that he's been in. And he is, unfortunately, of course, passed away earlier this year. So it's like, there's so many levels of just like
disappointment.
It fucking sucks. Because like, not only is he so good as that character, but now I'm like,
we're not going to get more of
I assume they'll recast him, but it's like,
but we're not going to get Ray Stevenson.
No, and it's such a big boots, like, and he was doing such a good job as that version of that character. So that's like so disappointing.
Yeah.
And then everything else in the episode I pretty much didn't care about. Like ultimately, I found. And it's not that I don't care about these characters. Like, I just want to like continue to make this clear. I like Ezra. I think the casting of Ezra's great. Don't really care. Like that scene between him and Hera didn't really do much for him for some reason. Like just missed something.
It's because they cut before they hugged.
Yeah, him and Chopper, that was a cool bit. Like Chopper, like
Chopper recognized him.
Chopper recognized him. So I like that. Like him, like running over. Oh, that was sort of cool. I like that. I mean, the fights and stuff were fine. You've got the choreography was decent. There was that one wide shot side on where they did like at least a few trades back and forth, which was well put together.
I think it mirrored like their fight from the Mandalorian. Yeah.
But I'd say the fight was, none of the action in this was as good as their fight in that episode because it was more focused, I felt. Especially once you start throwing in zombie stormtroopers coming in and so yeah, just sort of, I don't know, a little bit disappointing, I'd say.
My other frustration is this episode just like told you a bunch of stuff. Like one, we never get to see Ezra find out that she came with Thrawn.
Yeah.
You know, and apparently he was fine with it. He's like all on board. It's like, yeah, this threat that I sacrificed my life to get to the other side of the universe away from everybody, you're just going to get them to come back. It's fine. You know, with a bunch of zombie stormtroopers. It's all good, fine and dandy. I'm fine with that. And then Hu Yang just gives up the information about why as Ahsoka and Sabine were at odds for so long. You know?
Randomly.
Yeah. Just because he asked.
You're waiting all season.
It's like, what, boy, you know, we're going to get a flashback. We're going to see some sort of...
Nope.
You know, it's just Mandalore. Fucking Mandalore. Always fast. It's either Tatooine or Mandalore. There's the problem of... I feel like there was something else that upset me towards the end, but...
I mean, there was a lot. I mean,
But there were cool moments. I love the Ezra, Sabine, like, I'll throw you, you pull. And then, you know, that was a cool moment.
Fake out with her, just
starting to stay. Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting choice, to have these two prominent characters separated from everybody, I guess, and Ezra going the other way.
I mean, it's the opposite. Rebels ends with Ezra going to another galaxy, and then Ahsoka series ends with Ezra back in the galaxy. Everyone
Yeah.
else stuck somewhere.
That was the other thing. Harry didn't ask about Sabine. It's like, where are they? Okay. That's disappointing because Mary Elizabeth Winstead is really good, but
She's been good, but yeah, again, I just don't know.
And again, she didn't say his name.
No. Someone else did, though.
Yeah. Sabine this time.
So I got that. I got someone to say his name at least.
Yeah, full name. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm constantly at odds where I'm like, I don't know, am I not the audience? But I'm like, I am the audience though. Surely I should be the audience. I'm the Rebels, Clone Wars fan. I'm the Ahsoka's my favorite character.
Yeah.
The
name thing should be automatically
named,
but obviously the Star Wars audience is so divided. The fact that we've got Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi that no one can agree on which way they feel about it. I mean, anything can be anybody's favorite or
I saw
thing.
James Woods, our favorite Star Wars hot take tweeter.
Yeah.
Tweet something so hot, but I agree with it, honestly. And this is a very hot take. Ahsoka's my favorite Star Wars character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So reclarify that before I say this. Tweet from James Woods. Hey, I think I'd rather watch Rise of Skywalker than Ahsoka.
I don't know if I go that far.
I think I would, and I still think that's pretty trash. If I had to rewatch something, I'd rewatch that probably.
But at least you got Balin in this. I guess you got Kylo Ren in the end.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. I still got right. I get good characters. I just get terrible choices made with the characters.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's too fresh still, but I don't have the disappointments of walking out of Rise of Skywalker that I had watching this last episode of Ahsoka. But also that may be because this is 8 episodes in, and it's also discussed it week by week. I mean, if we watched 30-minute chunks of Rise of Skywalker, would we have been devastated by the end?
I just feel like the bar's so much higher after. Well, I feel like the bar should be higher after Andor.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I do know the answer. The answer is, and because I know plenty of people I work with and everything, they've watched all of The Mandalorian, they've watched fucking Book of Boba Fett, but for whatever reason they go, oh, Andor, I skipped that one, didn't look that interesting. That's the problem.
Because there's no lightsabers, blasters, and Mandalorian armor.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dave Filoni the problem? Is he past his prime?
Maybe.
Is that
that one episode, the first episode they come into, they arrive in a new galaxy. That was the highest of this season. Where I tweeted out with that picture that everyone posted of the praise Dave Filoni. I was like, maybe, but I'll take it back. No. For a second.
You thought he was back?
But for a second, I thought it was there. And then the next several episodes were just, I don't know. Scripts coming out of the garbage heap, I think. I don't know.
Wow, that's super harsh. But, we got more Noti. We got more Wolf Boys,
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I feel like any episode we talk about this show, your positives are just screenshots.
She's just grasping the straws.
Yeah.
No.
I can't think, and again, I was complaining last week or a week before, I don't know, complaining most weeks, to be honest, but Ahsoka character arc for this season, I don't know, not much. She chooses to, ultimately, she
has a positive attitude now.
Positive attitude about Sabine, I guess. Sabine's makes the choice at the end to stick with Ahsoka instead of running away. Ezra's a thing.
Ezra's home.
Hera's there. Thrawn's still Thrawn. I don't know. I don't Thrawn really
wins. I mean, that's an interesting choice, really. That Thrawn wins, but I guess to set up what they want to do going forward, he needed to.
I feel like the problem is this, and this is the same sort of thing I get with Marvel things. I don't really think this is a good television show. It's just a thing that exists. It's a thing that can be put out there to help set up a movie down the line.
Yeah.
There's not really any good storytelling in this whole show.
I'm divided. Whether it should have been shorter or it should have been longer.
It should have been way longer if they wanted to. There was enough in here you could.
Yeah, like all those scenes that I said should have been in there. We should have had a flashback to Ahsoka and Sabine, training.
Yeah. 20 times more Balin.
Yeah. Give us a flashback of that.
Mm.
You know? But now you'll never get it with Ray Stevenson. Yeah, it's that's just going to be a sticking point that really isn't out in their control. I assume they assumed he was going to be.
Oh yeah, obviously they didn't know he was
Yeah,
going to pass away, but like it
Yeah.
just sucks that like I assumed that originally when they introduced that character, you assumed he was probably going to die by the end of the season. But the fact he like has that major cliffhanger, literally a cliffhanger.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it was hanging. Cliff standing.
Yeah, cliff standing. It's so much more annoying that you're like, yeah, again, it's just so great performance, but then also the character. There's like two levels of it, and you're like, yes, the character continued, but fuck, if the person they choose is not even close, it's just going to be so,
Yeah,
such a disappointment. Big boots to fill.
Yeah,
I got nothing else.
Do you like the moment where Ezra's building his lightsaber? Is it the same part as Kanan?
Whatever. Yeah, cool story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there was two of these one parts. All right, fucking, you got fucking Flitwick over here. No, what was the dude who made the wands?
Ollivander.
Ollivander. Oh, it's fucking, I pulled two strings of this. One for Voldemort, one for you, Harry. Yeah, good one. Fucking, I remember everything that goes through my drawer. Yeah, cool story, dude. Anyway, yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that'll do it for the finale. Whatever this show was called.
Live Action Rebels.
Live Action Rebels. It's talking about Ahsoka each and every week. We did it. It's fine.
How would you rank it to the other seasons of Rebels?
Last.
Okay.
Easy. That's not even a question. What are you talking
I
about?
thought I'd just throw it out there.
No, it's dead last. It's not even fucking...
You know, just for the engagement, you know.
Rebels had
Dead
bad
last.
episodes, but like...
Oh, what was it? There was the owl thing at the end.
That's what I'm saying. The owl represents the daughter, usually.
Okay.
From the,
You reckon there's a world between worlds thing? They're going to, like, wormhole out?
No, they're just... I don't know... Like, I don't know. This fucking... you could theorize for weeks. People are going to theorize for the next year until this story's followed up. Because
okay.
there's two sides. People, when that Mortis episode arc came out, it reviewed pretty poorly because people said it was just a mess. But then it's also continued to just spawn people who are obsessed with like discussing the potential.
I feel like we watched this for something.
We did.
I can't remember what.
I can't remember
I had a
what.
quick look, and there was nothing clear on the Alderaan explosion feed.
I definitely made you watch the episodes, I believe. So, or maybe not the full arc. I think I just made you watch like one. I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
But the Mortis arc, I think it's like season 4 or something. I can't remember.
One last thing. How'd you feel about Anakin at the end of the episode?
No, whatever.
So,
It's fine. I'm definitely on the side. I've seen people saying it's like bullshit, like throwing a cameo at the end. I'm like, Anakin showing up to look at his
like,
fucking Padawan isn't a cameo. Like it's fine. Like but it's whatever.
But,
like
yeah, hopefully it's the last we see of him.
Yeah. Like, is that really the way I want to end the first season? Like, is that my takeaway?
The so-called Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Ends with the shot of Anakin.
Yeah. I was like, nah. Just like I'm fine with Ghost Force Anakin, but that's not the way I end the show. All right. Follow us on X if you'd like. Go to explosionnetwork.com/Twitter. You can do that. Go to explosionnetwork.com/Discord to talk to us on Discord if you'd like. We'll be back with more Holocron entries for... I don't know what the next show is, to be completely honest. What is that?
I think
it's it's the whatchamacallit one, the
Acolyte?
Yeah, I think
or Skeleton Key, one or the other.
It's one of the others, yeah. Skeleton Key or Acolyte, whichever one they decide to put out.
Skeleton Crew, probably.
Skeleton Crew, that makes more sense. One of those ones, which both sound really exciting, so I'm good for some...
I mean, the one person that is not involved.
I mean, at this stage, yeah, I gotta be honest. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are just fucking bad eggs. Like, their name attached to their universe of Star Wars is...
Maybe they're just stretched too thin, you know?
No. I'm fucking... The one really good Star Wars show had neither of them involved, is all I'm gonna say. So, you know, I got 2 Star Wars shows coming where they're not involved.
We'll see after that whether, you know, that's the...
Give that shit to me now. Inject it into my veins. We'll be back for that, of course. And check out explosionnetwork.com for all other great things and stuff over on the website as well, though. And until you hear from us next time, remember that Kanan, you know, sacrificed.
Surprised he didn't show up?
He saved his life. Nah, because no one's going to wait. Fucking Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to show up. People are going to go, oh,
but it could have not been Freddie Prinze. I guess it was...
From I know what he did last summer.
There wasn't enough hair to justify him, and then it was like...
No one's going to recognize him as a Jedi. Everyone's going to be like, hey.
Fucking hell. Also, it's Thrawn knows it's Anakin's Darth Vader, right?
Yeah, and from in one of the novels, like he has a whole.
He's going to drop the news, and Leia's going to get.
Yeah, no, that's why he knows anyways. Right, bye.
Bye.